Okay, we've been told that we are too ugly for the cameras.
Yeah.
And we cause problems for you guys at home. Therefore, we have been relegated to inside this plane in the cockpit.
I am actually just a virtual entity on this one out. The circle, southern circle down towards Chumacero, though. That puts us out to the other side of them. Senatexa really nowhere near this fight as well. But it seems like it's not going to matter. Bigatron have spotted Zeus on the hills. What?
That's it, it's over.
Oh, yeah, sorry. They got seen by Bigatron?
Yeah.
And then they died.
That's how that works.
That is how that works.
You know Cyclops from X-Men? That's basically Bigatron.
Cool.
If they see you, they raise the sunglasses, you die.
Who's Jean Grey?
I would say Jean Grey is probably...
Jimmy.
Probably Jimmy. Yeah.
Violent and unpredictable sometimes.
And then also just kills himself at the end of the movie.
Oh dear. Oh. Excellent stuff there. Unfortunate situations being found by Jimmy a couple of times there. Of course, one of the Nova XQF players who we talked about quite a lot, having not as much of an impact as we want, overzealous potentially taking those fights. And of course, that's what we're sort of referring to when we talk about Jimmy things, where we talk about how he's going in a little bit too far.
He's good.
He is good. He's
But
very
like,
good. He's very powerful.
Come on.
Tier 5 mutant.
Tier 5, 100%. It's just the issue I find is...
Map.
Yeah.
Has really sort of changed things up. A lot of teams coming in from the north have yet...
This was going to happen as they came down from Tierra Bronca and Campo Militar.
It's just going to read all their minds. That's
just finished one between Godsent as well as Canina Power. And there's obviously 4AM and Bluebees currently fighting on the northeastern edge. Senatex are getting taken down. Like you say, the Alpha 7 Law in a pretty rough spot right here. Ryzen tries to get the party bus over the side. Just only takes a lick of damage, not too much on board.
He'll be all right for now. But Law now in this next circle has got away with it. But for how long, we'll have to wait and see. Footballist with a pretty strong compound there in the hills on the western edge of this circle. Secret Jin going down to Class Digital Athletics there on the southwestern edge, and RRQ might look to try and crash this party with their duo that does remain, or maybe even swing around further, but no, they're going to go straight in towards Class Digital Athletics position. But it's only Solus that's still standing after that fight with Secret Jin. RRQ now have a chance, but with Zuxi on the oversight, G9 goes down, and now D2E's last standing for RRQ.
Indeed. Just looking over the top side, RRQ. D2E, like you said, just trying to make his way in. Digital Athletics, they have this high ground. They know this is probably the best chance right now after they've kept RQ at bay to try and regroup, get into a better position, but a lot of damage coming through onto them.
G9 still up, but will finally bleed out there as Luxy
off this team.
This is the duo that we saw on the Rock standoff in that first game of the day, where, of course, it was Secret Jin who were able to take the dub there. But now, it's Bigatron continuing to keep pressure up on Canina Power. At the moment, Gonzo leading the kills, but was going to need to drop 4 more if he wants to keep them alive. A nice nade to keep them behind the rock there, but Black-White hunkering down behind the buggy. A1 actually spotting Bigatron on this push as well. RRQ finds Solus, and that's just one player standing for them. Black-White falls, and I think that's Canina Power out in this fight with Bigatron. You can see the southwestern edge starting to come to a head now. As RRQ get eliminated, as we said, Bigatron needs to start to move forwards. No one has been knocked just yet, but we'll see how much further they can go as laid out for them. They want Bigatron to move first, and I think that has happened now. Footballist starting to mount up and try and get it.
A1 really making the most out of their day today, John. Sure, they've not had massive finishes, but they have had some decent ones. Here's Nova XQF clearing out Power 888 like I wanted to see them do before, and now they're in a really strong position to try and go for a top 3 finish here, just with a couple of players on board. But utility, it's looking low, John.
It's looking pretty shaky. 2 duos on the map at the moment, Nova XQF and A1, but 2 4-player squads looking to try and clash over the hilltop here, over the side of this mountainous terrain. But Bigatron, they take first knock, and it's Rom to find Zuxi. Low HP as well on Micro Boy. Nades are starting to fly, and this is a really good start to the fight for Footballist.
This could be a good moment for Nova XQF as well.
Oh, nades!
Just to kind of do a little bit of damage onto both teams, but Footballist, the nades over and over. Bigatron can't handle it.
Blowing the horn of Gondor right now, and the backup comes through. The bombardment is in. Trebuchets are flying, and it's Footballist who are going to hold strong right now. They make their way into the circle. They're not overstaying their welcome, but Bigatron, they're allowed to get these reses now.
Now NovaXQF actually moving up behind Footballist, getting themselves in a position where they can pincer these teams. It's A1 starting to join in. They would love to clean up this fight between Bigatron, but Footballist actually angling themselves over towards NovaXQF. They realize that they're getting pincered right now.
Paraboy able to spot Raum over the top, doesn't take any damage for it as well. A very good knock, and now NovaXQF can maybe try and skirt around these angles. Bigatron still locked in combat. They need to try and move sideways, but A1 are there ready and waiting. We'll have to see how this one goes. Bigatron, they want to try and crest this ridge. You could see them waiting, but Dante, oh, he's just so ready for it.
Nade in hand, it could be perfect. Oh, right onto the tree, does a little bit of damage. Oh my god, if that happened just a little bit earlier, Raum actually would have gone down, but because he was still in that animation of getting up, that 20 HP kept him safe for the time being. But Luxy, as well as the boys, they're all back for decent HP, and they're looking to remove A1 at the moment.
Everyone has to move here, Blank. Everyone's going to have to move central, but Paraboy pops up, takes Raum down yet again. Solke's low, has to duck down, but Lutz finally shuts down this terror that has been peppering them from every single angle. Bigatron won't waste any opportunity, though. In the midst of that fight, they push up to A1's position, and they will send some bullets over towards Footballist as well. Dante now lobbing those nades over, but he's 1 versus 4 against Bigatron. 2 players cresting the ridge, but they're getting suppressed from every angle. Nobody's taken zone.
10 kills from Bigatron at the moment. They're just trying to cripple Footballist off in the distance as they take this fight with NovaXQF. Any way they can make the ensuing fight easier is perfect. Solke takes a fair bit of damage. There's Riser, but it's immediately dropped back onto him.
1 for 1 right now between these 2 4-man squads. NovaXQF still with their duo, still trying to get anything they can, and they take the north side. That'll be good for them, as no one's going to be able to push all the way over. They might just be able to ladder up a little bit further. Dante holds it down though as Lutz spots it, and will be able to get the spray as Zuxi falls, but that's so many players going down left and right. Raum and Lutz both alive. Luxy last standing now for Bigatron as players start to fall, and NovaXQF, they're still alive.
Dante begins to climb the gates of hell here, finally doing some good stuff. Crawds down, but it looks like it takes down from behind their Footballist. They are not giving up yet.
Ryzen now last standing for Bigatron as Luxy does get traded.
NovaXQF
pops off on towards Footballist. NovaXQF looking good from the north side. Their positioning's been impeccable. They've played everyone perfectly. They're master manipulators. And seeing how much further they can go, it's Raum, Lutz, Solke, and Lovazin. All 4 of them are alive, but 1 of them down. Lutz needs to be picked up, and he's out in no man's land between them and Bigatron. Luxy and Ryzen looking for the fight, looking for the spray, but NovaXQF have oversight.
They've just been poking the 2 bears, forcing them to fight one another, and they just want to get back in on this fight, healing up for the final battle here, John.
Preparing, biding their time. The zone will shift and it goes southeast. NovaXQF will have to move, but will it happen before this fight pops off? Solke goes out wide. Luxy steps up, will go down. Traded 1 for 1. Raum able to land those shots. Solke the only player down, and it's Ryzen the only player up for Bigatron. Footballist will get this res. They want to play it by the book.
Ryzen just crawling his way in. This guy has been MVP more times than I can count, and he certainly has the chops on him to go for a big clutch here. But how many fights a football has taken? You see Lovazin, no first aid kits remaining, and Ryzen just drops into the bush side. Lovazin just jumping over the top. This team is so down on meds.
Cool boy though, look at the position he's managed to take. He's popping a nade. He knows where Footballists are. All of this gunfire has made plenty of noise. If it lands in the right place, that could be disaster for Footballist.
This one seems on track.
Able to get it up, but Cool Boy will be spotted there. Raum spots him as he lobs that nade over the sidelines. Ryzen, I think he wants to just try and wait this fight out, but I don't know how much longer he can go. 11 points found for Bigatron already on the gain. They want to see if they can ladder up, get some more. Cool Boy goes down, goes low. Solke is there. He hasn't got the
see him.
What are you doing? NovaXQF, they get eliminated. Ryzen now, he's in the bush. 1 down. Lutz soon to follow. Ryzen in the bush, looking to pop up. Will he find it?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, it's Bigatron. Ryzen, how do you make that happen? How on earth can you pop off like that? That is unbelievable, Blank.
It is time, and